everyone to imagine this. Imagine a 15-year-old boy got caught stealing a motorbike. He got sent to a court, and when he's questioned, he just said, "My parents does not care for what I do." The court lets him off with a warning because he's still underage. The victims are frustrated. The parents, however, faces no consequences to this. This kind of story has been much more common in our society nowadays, with every year new teenagers getting involved in vandalism, theft, and violent crimes. We often ask, what's wrong with these kids? But the most important question are, where are the parents? And the moment a child is born, their first role model are their parents. The way they speak, behave, and act all are a reflection of their parents. And when the parents fail to provide them guidance, love, and discipline, they will grow up without any direction. And imagine now a kid that is never taught from right from wrong. Their parents always spend their time on their phone scrolling, never asking who they are hanging out with, who their friend is. Slowly the kid becomes influenced by the wrong person, the wrong crowd. And eventually they start believing that stealing and lying isn't that big of a deal. Eventually they commit a crime. But should society only punish the kid? I believe not. I believe the parents should also help responsibility to this. Because when a parent is raising their child, they're not just feeding them, they're teaching them values, discipline, and become a much more responsible person. So today I'm going to be talking about why parents should be legally punished for their kids' crime.
So I want to tell about the role model. So all the parents are like, parent is the role model for every child. Like one parent is kind, patient, and responsibility. So the children might be tend to learn about the self-control and also the motivation, a lot of things that, and also the children, parent teach them like parent teach their children like how to express the feeling and also how to control the emotion when facing a difficult time or when the children cannot control the problem. And also, on the other hand, so parents who use the drag and also easy to angry and also aggressive emotion, so that might be seriously damage for their children's development and also children might be feel like nervous and also shame and also they can be controlled by themselves. So that's a really bad thing for their children. So parents shouldn't do that kind of action. So should be avoided that kind of action. So benefit and negative of giving a punishment to their children. So firstly, I want to say the negative thing. So nowadays, all the teenagers didn't like punishment, right? So they feel like it's an inappropriate thing. So shouldn't do that kind of punishment. That's a rude thing. So they think like if parents give the punishment, they will get the trauma for the children. So they will get the trauma for the whole entire life. So and also that can be damage for their children's curiosity. So they say like that, and also children might get the depression. So children cannot do lonely, and also change to the introvert, and also children cannot present cannot be live alone. So and also all of the people are like it's not when children make a friend, so that's not a children's fault because of children have a lot of curiosity. That's why he went to try it, he went to test it, he went to do it. That's why it's not a children's fault. It's because of the parent fault like that. So I want to give an example. I want to give you I want to share my experience. That's why when I was young, I think 6 or 7 around. So my parents really loved me, and also they didn't shout at me and also they don't any punishment to me. So I'm just freely around. I'm just running around in my house and also kitchen. My mom said don't run too fast, but I'm just running before my mother said I'm just faster than that. So after a few seconds I fall on the ground and also touch with that kind of shut up adult the table. So I got that this kind of things that's really bad. And also doctor said if I run a little bit faster I'm gonna lose my right eye. So that's a huge mistake for my life. So that's what the benefit. And if no, that's not benefit. The benefit of the giving a punishment is that parents, all the children understand the action of the consequence, and also children will follow the rule and also we have the responsibility. Next one is that all the children will listen to what their parents said, and also the can be reduce their parent workload, and also all the parents can be focused on their work. They don't need to say many times, don't do that. It's only say the one time. That's a good thing. And also children can be reduced less injury in their children life. And also children won't do the next time that kind of dangerous action. That's a good thing. So you see that's provide there's a special role that's one that it means that if you do not punish a child, so when they do something wrong, they will not learn what is right. This means that giving a punishment is not to be paid. Parents want to see you the higher position and also the better lifestyle, not to be paid.
So I want to talk about neglectful or permissive parenting. Okay. So there are two types of parenting that I think that contributes to my point of this topic, which is parents should be punished for their kids' crime. And these two parentings, I'll talk about the first one, neglectful parenting. So neglectful parenting is when a parent is too unaware and too absent for their children, and they often are not there to supervise their children's activities. So this leads to emotional emptiness. The children they don't feel like their parents are caring about them. So they turn into risky behavior because they lack involvement with the family, and they try to do things on their own way. Okay, so permissive parenting, on the other hand, the parents are too lenient. They do not often say no, so they give too much freedom to their child, which leads to the child doing whatever they want. So this can lead to entitlement, and the child will do whatever they want and get into trouble. So these two parentings will lead to the children committing crimes and juvenile behavior. And both of these crimes, both of these parentings are different, but they cause harm in different ways. Because they both lack guidance and structure, which are essential for raising, healthy children. So with parenting, comes responsibility. So my first point is moral responsibility and social contract. This is because parenting is a responsibility, it's a moral responsibility, and it's the first line of social control, because it's guidance of discipline and empathy and behavior. Without these three, it can cause harm to the environment, to the society. And my second point is, so now we have discussed about responsibility, we can talk about how this must be absolutely prevented. Parenting can act as a deterrence because when good parenting happens, the child can deter from committing crimes, and and parents can work with schools and institutions and prevent the crimes before things go spiral. And lastly, with all these things in mind, I think that narrow and fair implementation should happen. But this policy should be fair and not not unfair, should be fair. So I think that there should be a system where the parents should be punished, but not parents should be punished for their negligence and repeated crimes of the children, not because of misfortune. And this system should this system is used to educate the parents through community service and counseling and education, but not to punish them unfairly. So lastly, I want to conclude this responsibility matters by saying punish neglect and punish neglect. Yeah.
So, in the end, the children's responsibility and neglect are all they receive from their parents. This is not to blame the parents, but to let them know that there are consequences to this action. This is why I stand firm with parents should be legally punished for their kids' crime.